Good morning, Laguna Woods. Welcome to Inspiration for Today.
All
All
right.
right, good job. Good job. Uh, it's Thursday, and I'm so thankful that we're spending the week together. Got to ask you, have you emailed us yet and entered our contest? The email is on the bottom of your screen, and I hope you'll, as a favor to us, we would really like to know how many people are watching and being inspired by this show. Feel free to give us a comment or ways we could improve, or even put in a prayer request if you like. That would be wonderful. We're praying and hoping for 1,000 entries into this contest. And remember, it's for a $100 gift card to Target, or second and third prize are meals at Yolanda's. And every one of those meals, as you know, are fantastic. I love the breakfast especially. So please go ahead and take the, I know it's an effort, but it would really encourage us, actually. And that you can be in our church or not in our church or anywhere in the world watching on the YouTube channel also. So feel free to enter. Well, this morning, I'm honored to have one of my encouragers on a Sunday morning, let's say.
Okay.
Because I asked, this is Melody, and it's Melody Wang, is it
When?
not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Melody is one of those peppy people.
All right.
I'm giving
You
you a
say so.
title. I'm giving you a title, a
Okay.
peppy person. And and so when we interact on Sunday mornings, you always cheer me up.
Oh, you too. You
Okay.
cheer us up too.
So I asked Melody if she'd come down, and I thank you for doing that. But let me give you the verse for the day, first of all. And it's this one. Actually, when we have a guest on, I often ask for some of their favorite verses or a verse that's important in their life. And this is one that you sent me. When I am weak, then I am strong. Written by Paul, of course, and that was in
hmm
2 Corinthians 12, verse 10, actually. I just looked it up.
Okay.
But I'm just curious, why did you choose that verse? Or why is that verse an important one in your life?
Actually, this verse was the one that inspired me a lot when I first became Christian.
Really?
Yeah, and at that time, I was, you can say I was on the height of my career. And then suddenly, my sister, youngest sister, and her husband had a cancer and diagnosed with cancer. And just in half a year, he passed away. And it's a great shock to me.
Yes,
And
of
also at
course.
that time, I was able to travel between Michigan to New Jersey and to see them. And I see the situation, and actually his friends, and he was so fortunate, has living in a new community, knows nobody, and there's a Christian friends, and
So
approach
you were
them.
living in Michigan,
Michigan, right?
but you go to New Jersey to visit this friend,
My sister,
your sister.
and because her husband is sick, and then their friends, their new community, the Christian friends, and help them out. And I was amazed. I say, why they do that? They don't know each other. They don't know them. And it's just Christians love.
Wow.
And that really touched me. And after um, after my
But
brother-in-law,
he eventually did go to heaven, or he died?
he
Okay.
did. And after all the funeral, all that kind of stuff, and we came back, and I went to church in my Chinese community church, Chinese Alliance Church, actually. And I just directly walk into the church, because it's so close by. My parents go to, but I didn't. And so after that, I just go to the church, and then I start learning a lot about the Bibles.
That's
And
amazing.
then,
So, Melody, Was that service in English or in Chinese? I'm just
They
curious.
have both English and Chinese, and at
Which
that
did you go
I
to?
go to Chinese ones.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm more familiar with, and we have a great
Well, I think
pastor.
I
Yeah,
honestly
we
think
love
all
that.
of us are more comfortable worshiping in our mother tongue, so to speak, or at least for you at that time. I mean, now,
You're
no
right.
problem for you, but I'm sure back that many years, that was nice that you met a lot of Christian friends who could speak with you in Chinese.
Yes, yes, and our pastor is great, and we, got a lot of teaching about the Bibles. Before I read Bible, I said, "Wait a minute, what is this?" And I said, it's missing punctuations
Oh,
because I
that's
read
a
it, and I
yeah,
said, "Wait a minute, this is not a sentence, okay? And it's missing the punctuations. I cannot
yeah,
read it through." But after I come to church and then learning the Bibles, and then just God's Spirit in me, and I get baptized. And that's the
yes,
verse, because I was on a height of my career. And so I know I'm strong. I can
yes,
do a lot of things. But then after my brother-in-law passed away, and I see there's a lot of things, there's nothing you can do about it. And but God has His purpose. And I become Christian, and later on, my husband become Christian, and so God does
So were you
plan.
married at that time?
Yes,
Okay. So Yarming had uh, really, in a way, went through this journey with you, or maybe a
yes,
little later time, but nevertheless, together you found Christ, to follow Christ.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
God has His plan for sure, for sure.
I'm
And
curious, what was your career?
I was in the computer programming business.
Computer
Yeah.
programming?
Uh huh.
Oh,
Yeah. I like to do create. I
yeah.
create in the computer programming codes. So I codes and give me the freedom to get the job done. And
Yes.
yeah, so I like that.
That's so
I still
interesting.
like it.
I always like to ask people that because in Laguna Woods, we come from so many different careers and backgrounds,
Oh
and
yes,
and yet now we all are kind of in the retirement mode, and but that's still a part of our life.
yes,
And this was
definitely.
definitely a part of your life, and I so appreciate you coming and
Hmm.
and telling us about that. So how did you eventually get from Michigan out to Laguna Woods? And
Oh
and 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 actually, I'm curious also how you happened to find Saddleback Church as your church.
well, because I was in Michigan's Chinese Alliance Church, and one time we had this 40 days purpose-driven life, and and
So you
I so from there I know about this
yes,
Saddleback Church. I know
Rick Warren.
Rick Warren, and so after we retired, actually before we retired, because I visit my parents over in California, 3 or 4 times a year. So we've been many places, and then one time we came, I think around Christmas time. So my sister asked me, "Okay, this time where did you want to go to see?" And so I said, "Okay, take me to this Rick Warren's church. I haven't been there,
Yeah.
and I learned a lot about it. I like 40 days of purpose-driven life. So I said, okay, take me to that church. I want to see it. And so my sister took me over, and that just
Yeah.
is starting a new life. I tell you, it's give me an inspiration. I mean, it's just not the same
Yeah.
church and not any church I saw
Yeah.
before,
Well, The
and I
Purpose
really
Driven
like
Life
it.
is a book that's impacted millions and millions of people, and myself included.
Hmm.
Well, Melody's going to be on again next week, and we love that you're coming back because she has such a great ministry within Saddleback Church, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about that. Until tomorrow. And tomorrow's going to be a fun Friday show. Bye, Laguna Woods.